We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go in the rain here in Western New York. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bills first down. Once again, it's Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Allen. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling. So early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll run here. It's Brees Hall. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Dorian Williams in to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's quickly out to Smith. He's across midfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Big gain for the Jets there. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, son.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Forced to his right. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 11.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Allen working from the pistol. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. They'll run right here with Cook. Room to run at the 35. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 14-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Second down and 8. To the air is Allen. Moving left. And he's into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. They'll run the toss with Cook. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Buffalo.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Big play there for the Bills. And even 30 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Allen to throw. Quickly out to Coleman on the wide receiver screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
In motion goes Likely. 1st down. Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. short, complete to Likely. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6.
Here we go.
In motion goes Likely. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Fields now to throw on first down. Open man, that's Gibson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You see so many of these crossing concepts, Mike, at every level of football because they're good versus man, they're good versus zone, and the best thing they do is they get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and in a good position for run after catch.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That was good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
To the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be brought down to 45. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
That's to the left side, and taken in by Coleman. Woo! And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Big play there for the Bills. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Again, it's Allen to the air. Former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Wait for this. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Fields from the pistol. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And to try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Azareye'h Thomas there for the stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally get him to the ground.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Fields. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Greg Russo in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
Pass caught left side by Likely. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So here's Narveson following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now the give to Cook, running right. Space to run inside the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills extend to a 24-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Open man downfield is Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play for the Jets. 36 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Fields now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Allen working from the pistol. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Gibson, touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign. The extra point is up and through. And the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So Narveson now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Oh, an open receiver. That's Shakir. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Cook. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Fields operating out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Pistol snap back to Fields. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown Jets. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now, Narveson for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10.
17.
So Narveson now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. to cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Another try, second and 10.
Here we go. You do it. All right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get that to Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
A first down throw for Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So it's a win here for the Bills. They continue their winning ways the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, give it that touch of my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? No, you wanna see more, but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of at the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah. Pull up the morning, bro. Yeah. What's in? What's happening? Oh, man. Outside, let's go. Oh, damn, honey, come on.
From the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I mean, on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
Pull up the morning, bro. We at What's in? What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, honey, come on. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of these sneaks. We throwing up 4s and 1s and 3s and talking about what's in, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the morning, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, sliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow. Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it,
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, bitch, we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope, and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta compare. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Yeah.